All right, systems are go. Welcome everybody in this awesome workshop where you're going to learn how to consistently get high-end clients with authority marketing using social media funnels. Social media funnels are essential nowadays because heck, we're all on social media. We're all on social media, and if we're all there, that means your ideal customers are there too. And so today's online workshop is going to over deliver, okay? It's going to absolutely over deliver. You're going to learn my top secrets to getting high-end clients consistently using social media funnels so that you can grow your business exponentially without all the guesswork. You're going to learn that one thing, just like that one thing your high-end clients are looking for, so that you can focus on highlighting that part of your program to get better results in your business. I'm also going to show you how to avoid the top mistakes that keep entrepreneurs playing small and hiding behind their computer screens instead of working with their ideal clients. But guys, not to be cheesy, but that's not all. The number one hack for impatient entrepreneurs to turn their expertise/experience into a profitable online program will be revealed. I'm also going to reveal non-techie strategies at work so that you can grow your business without slashing your prices, compromising on your ideal clients, or chasing anyone to join your amazing programs, all right? This is just something that I think will be a total game changer for you. I'm also going to share with you the most important mindset hack you need to confidently work with ideal clients, even if your online business is new. And finally, we'll cover the 3 areas your marketing materials must cover to 10x your ideal client's confidence in working with you. Could you see why this is just a phenomenal training that you've got to take seriously? Make sure that your phone is on silent, that you have closed other social media tabs, that you have closed other tabs on your computer so it doesn't slow down the streaming of this video, so it doesn't look all fuzzy and weird. And of course, another reason why this is very important that you listen to, turn down the volume on anything else you're listening to, focus on, take notes on is, look guys, this is not something I learned at a conference, or not regurgitating to you something I read in a book. I walked the walk and I have built online businesses outside. That means in addition to, other than at showing people how to build an online business. Now, I'm not knocking my colleagues, all right? I am not down on anybody only being a business coach, but I think there's something to say about somebody who's a business coach who has a business outside of their business coaching. So that gives me the edge so that I don't have to wait to learn something at a conference to then show you how to do it. I'm in the trenches with you. And so that way, if something's not working for me right away, I can point it out for you. And anything that is working phenomenally, I can highlight it for you, because my goal for you today is to fast track you so that you don't have to learn these things the hard way. I want you to learn, whether you are a brand new business owner or you're a seasoned business owner. If you're brand new, good for you. My goodness, you're learning this right from the beginning. But if you're a seasoned business owner, you know that times have changed. The old way of acquiring customers, the old way of attracting clients may not necessarily be giving you the exact same return on your time investment or your financial investment. So this is a great way to either start off the right way or to improve on what you've already been doing. So it's perfect for you if you're brand new, and it will also help you if you want to make sure you're working smart, you're getting the best results, and that you're not just keeping busy. So it's perfect for people with bigger goals. And if you stay until the end, you're going to get a printable profit planner to help you map out your weeks for success. And so this is a way that I love to incentivize people who have stayed all the way through the online workshop, taken a lot of notes, participated, learned, etc. And so I am just so excited to give that to you absolutely for free if you stay all the way until the very end. All I need from you is 2 tiny favors. Use this training for good. Please don't just keep it to yourself. Go out there, implement what you learned, impact lives with your message, and then implement what you work, okay? These results are not typical simply because by learning about it, boom, you get results. So don't expect this to make you rich overnight. These strategies work when you work them, all right? Can we agree on that? Be willing to learn, grow, and take action, because it's action that equals traction. Now, if you're like me and you're investing your time in learning what works, you're paying attention to people who have what you want, then I know that that's not at all your expectation, but I just have to put it out there just in case. Because one of the most frequently asked questions I get is, can you actually get high-end clients on social media? Is that real, girl? Are you for real? Those are some of the most common questions, because I think you're either brand new and you're just like, what? You didn't know the possibilities, or you're a little burned out. You know, being an entrepreneur can sometimes be frustrating. It can be lonely. Have you ever felt that way? You know, feel free to let me know in the chat. Don't worry, I won't read off your answer, so I won't embarrass you, but you can still talk to me. I won't use your name. And so the reality is, of course, you can have success. In fact, it's not something that I'm saying because I'm a coach and I always motivate people with my trainings. There is a literal high demand for this industry. In fact, the coaching industry is growing so rapidly, it's only second to technology. So guys, it's like Steve Jobs and then coaches. Isn't that awesome? And so right now specifically, there's a huge request for life coaches to transform lives, to help people feel confident, love themselves, health coaches to educate others and transform their well-being. This is also great for influencers to elevate their platforms to, you know, not just necessarily be in a position to promote other brands or interact with others, but to also to have a huge impact with their story, their expertise. There is a huge demand right now for business coaches to inspire others and to teach what's working. I mean, I bet you watch the show Shark Tank, and there's a lot of people with ideas, but they may not have access to a Mark Cuban or somebody who already has experience, and so they want to learn from you. There's a huge demand right now for network marketers to adapt their model. People want to present their business opportunity, but it may not always be feasible to go door to door, you know? And so it's really important to think of it that way. And of course, for experts to share the wisdom, and more importantly, for women to own their talents and monetize them. What a great thing to know that as a woman with my own business, I can close the wage gap. I can close it shut, never to be opened again, because as your own boss, you never have to justify your value to anybody else. Isn't that exciting? So if there's such an amazing opportunity, why are so many entrepreneurs frustrated, frazzled, confused, overwhelmed? And I know there's a part where you may be literally confused about something, or there may be something happening, like maybe your technology isn't cooperating. But the truth is that many entrepreneurs fall victim to overthinking. Overthinking is something that all of us, hey, are you like me? Like checklist queen. I love my checklist and my to-do list and my calendars, and I even have like a pretty little notepad in the kitchen that just says grocery list. And, you know, sometimes all that stuff keeps us organized. But when you get to the level of overthinking, it almost becomes an art of creating problems that don't exist. Have you ever heard this type of overthinking? Oh my God, but what if it doesn't work? What if I do all of this work and nobody wants to watch this? What if? And all of those what ifs, where is that happening? Is that happening in real life? Or is that you in your head? Which, if it's you in your head, it's you're overthinking it. And so what I want to do is show you what's working so that you don't have to waste any more time overthinking it. Because look, I needed an additional stream of income into my own business with online coaching packages and e-courses. And I added that with just amazing strategies. And now that has been delivered to people in over 20 countries while I travel the world. Don't you see yourself impacting lives, traveling the world, inspiring others as you go? Well, even if you didn't realize it, you're already selling your authority daily whenever you give your opinion and advice to others. So we're already naturally inclined to helping others. That's why somebody will post something ridiculous on Facebook and they'll have 5,000 comments, because everybody just loves to give their input. My thing is, there are people who are actually asking for your input and are willing to pay for it. So why would you want to be on social media ranting and fighting off some online bullies when you can have a tremendous impact on the world, when you can change lives, when you can totally transform a whole lifestyle for somebody? So here's the reality, okay? I'm going to be straight with you. If you're not charging your worth, your ideal clients will find it 10 times harder to see the worth and value when they buy from you. And in turn, you're also going to struggle to grow your business without the resources you need. So if somebody tries to sell me a Rolex watch, which typically starts at like $5,000 or $6,000, and they want to sell me a Rolex for $50 or $10, I'm not going to look at it and think, wow, I got such a good deal. I'm going to think that's a fake. I don't even want it for free. It might turn my hand green. It might waste my time. It might embarrass me. And so for that reason, not only are you not helping people because they're not getting to work with you, but you're hurting your reputation, you're hurting your chances of success. And that's why it is essential that you learn how to charge your worth. So just stop for a moment. What if things would be different? So if you're not driving, feel free to close your eyes, okay? Imagine thousands of new followers, your email list growing every single day, a waiting list of people who want to work with you, effective marketing in place so you never have to feel bombarded again about it, a phenomenal brand, more inspiring clients with phenomenal testimonials. Even if you're not techie, doesn't that feel good? What about this? On top of it all, you actually have the freedom to be away from the computer. You make income even if you're not directly selling. You get time for growth and personal development and even way more time for fun. This is totally the best feeling ever, right? You're just thinking, man, what's stopping me from having this? And look, I get it. I've been there. I remember growing up in Miami to my Cuban family, okay? So sometimes I get super excited on webinars. That's because I come from a Cuban family, okay? With curly hair and lots of people always. And it was such a phenomenal experience. And one of the things I was taught is respect your elders. So I did. Guess what my elders told me? Go to school, get good grades, so that one day you can get a good job. Great. They couldn't have said anything else. They had to tell me the one thing. So guys, I did it. I grew up in Miami. I went to the beach all the time. I loved boating with my dad. I still do. And I was just like, all right, if this is what they're telling me is the key to always going to the beach and being around family and being fulfilled and happy, I'm going to do it. And I got a whole bunch of degrees, guys. We won't even talk about it. But one of the things I was working on, I got my bachelor's and my master's. It's funny because I don't even think my website says I have an MBA. That tells you everything right there of how, that really was needed to be a coach or not needed. But I was working on my doctorate. I wanted to be a neuropsychologist, and I wasn't happy anymore. You see this happy little girl in the pictures. You see my bliss, my little mischievous look and all of that. That just wasn't me anymore. I was sad. I was depressed. I didn't recognize myself, and I felt so empty. And in hindsight, I was probably chasing the title because I felt that would make my parents proud rather than me chasing my ability to be happy, my ability to serve others. And trust me, guys, it's just not a fun place to be. And so one day I took a leave of absence from that doctorate degree, and I never looked back, okay? So when I walked away from it, I didn't have another job. I didn't have another avenue. So what did I know? You work really hard, and if you put in more hours, you're gonna get more results. So I was on tiring sales calls where I was getting rejected by people who needed what I offered. It was so heartbreaking because there was something that just wasn't coming out right. My hourly rates, they weren't even making sense because I was just selling whatever people wanted to buy, and it just wasn't getting them results, and it wasn't helping my business grow. And I just felt really uncomfortable. I didn't want to be salesy or pushy. And it just felt like suddenly my dream of being free and happy was feeling more like a nightmare, right? And so maybe you can relate. Maybe right now you're in a situation where you know what it's like to work so hard for little to no results. And it's so frustrating and aggravating, right? But there's something in you still that even has you show up today. There's something that says, keep going. People need what you have to offer. So you're sort of like, what little voice do I listen to? And so today, that's why I want to share with you, because these strategies not only worked the one time, they work over and over and over and over again, and have allowed me to build six-figure income, help tens of thousands of subscribers, train thousands of people live in person and online. In fact, online, I train over 100,000 entrepreneurs, have customers in over 20 countries, get flown out around the world to speak to other people, make sales in my sleep, have clients from the coolest places around the world, and more importantly, have a ton of time freedom. And so I went from being a hot mess to a total success, and I'll never forget how aggravating and frustrating it was to so desperately be willing to work for it, just having no clue what it is that I actually had to do. And I would never, ever want anyone to purposely go through that. And so I commend you on showing up and being willing to learn more, to grow, to do things the smart way. Because guys, it took me a really long time to reach this level of freedom. So today you get to learn so that you can copy me. And for that reason, today is not about theory, statistics, lengthy review on leaders, or a discussion on endless possibilities. We're here to discuss exactly what works. So let's go over them. Let's talk about the top 3 strategies that will help you get clients consistently with social media funnels without being techie, compromising on who you work with, or slashing your prices. Who's excited about learning this stuff? Let's start with the first one. All right, everybody's super excited. That's awesome. So strategy number 1 is leverage authority marketing. You've got to show your ideal clients in your social media funnels why you, specifically you, are the best person for them to work with. Has that ever happened to you where you feel like you're almost convincing someone? You're thinking, why don't they get it? Why don't they just know that this is so important? How come they have money for an iPhone and Netflix, but they're not investing in themselves? And then you take it personal, or you think you need another certification or degree. But the truth is that amateurs work 10 times harder. They feel isolated. They don't enjoy the rewards. And so that's why I said enough is enough, and I went pro. That's why I started working smart, because authority marketing is just a start. You need a system that actually sells it for you. Because I think we're all sick and tired of this way, right? Just feeling like you have to be on social media 24 hours a day. And me, I like to be a private person. And so I want to be able to have a system that helps me promote my programs. How about people who just focus on being spammy in groups, chasing friends and family to join you, relying on attraction marketing only, or maybe even slashing prices, because you're creating packages on the fly, or even boosting posts trying to get someone's attention. Have you tried any of these? Maybe all of these, right? Well, unfortunately, that fruitless promotion is not going to get the attention of your ideal clients. And the end result of doing these things is that you are selling a little bit of everything to everyone with no profit to show for all of your hard work. You're not making an income or an impact. Thankfully, there's a better way. Authority marketing sells people on why they should work with you before they ever get on the phone with you. Authority marketing is broken down into 3 parts. You want to make sure that you write this down, okay? You've got your credibility, your attractiveness, and your systems. So let's start with the first one, credibility. There is no better argument about how good you are at something than actually showing that you are. If I go to a basketball court and every time I grab the ball and I make a basket, no one can tell me I'm bad at basketball. I don't need a degree that says I completed a basketball camp and this is how many basketball games I've played. Nobody cares. They're just watching me make baskets. And so this is really important because that means that you can be a successful online coach, e-course creator, infopreneur, as long as you're able to demonstrate your expertise. And so it can be with your personal success, testimonial from clients, etc. The second one is attractiveness. Now, this doesn't literally mean your ability to contour your face, kill it with the highlighter or the eyeshadow. I'm talking about your ability to engage with your audience so that they know, like, and trust you. If you're somebody who is repelling people, it doesn't matter how credible you are, they don't want to hang out with you online. So they're not going to want to take it another step further. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be a comedian like Kevin Hart. This doesn't mean that you have to go overboard. It just means it's okay to be authentic in this strategy because it's just you being you. And then on top of that, now you've got credibility. They want to engage with you thanks to your attractiveness. Your brand feels a place where they're welcome. Maybe these people have low confidence. So imagine if your business makes them feel uncomfortable. They don't feel like you're approachable. That's not going to help. But once you take care of that and you add systems to it, you get to leverage the power of social media to grow your online audience and build your database of raving fans. Because look, one great coaching program delivered via online video can access people at an international level, serve your audience, and be a sustainable business model for you. Instead of thinking of it as selling coaching packages, you need to see it for what it actually is. Think about it. When you sell high-end coaching packages, you can be an authority in your market, serve your customers at a higher level, and spend more time on your craft. That's why you've got to shift from random promotions to authority marketing. The good part is authority marketing does the heavy lifting for you, and it sells people on you because people join people, not programs. Have you ever bought something because you really look up to somebody? Have you ever gone to an event because you really wanted to hear a particular speaker? Did you go because of the location? Did you go because the hotel room threw in free Wi-Fi? Probably not. People join people, but they don't have to join them one by one. You can do this now in a leveraged way so that you don't burn out. So by shifting to authority marketing, you can fill up your programs faster with people you know, who know you, like you, and trust you. And all of this, guys, while charging 3 times more than your competitors. Seriously, with authority marketing, you'd be working just like the pros. You'd have testimonials, carefully curated case studies, webinars, online trainings, live or pre-recorded. You can share your content via podcasts, newsletters. The sky's the limit for you and what your opportunities are. Look at these other people online. Maybe you've heard of them. Maybe you've heard of Gina, and she tells people, hey, look, I'm approachable. I'm sharing authority here on this topic. I want to help you discuss your life purpose. Then you've got somebody like Tony Robbins. He's saying, look, identify your goals, achieve more. They're confronting somebody at something that they are struggling to deal with and demonstrating that by participating in these different ways, whether it's a program or a small quiz, that they can add value. And so isn't that cool to know that by presenting yourself as an authority, you can achieve so much more online? But we got to take it a step further. Then once you've got this authority, you've got to create digital assets to work smarter on social media. You want to make sure that you write that down. This will help you maximize the power of authority marketing by packaging your message into digital assets that turn just anyone online who is right for your program into sales while you sleep. Isn't that exciting? Well, maybe not for everybody, because the truth is you could stay an amateur coach that isn't well paid and doesn't have much leverage, or you can be a professional and just get paid for your authoritarian knowledge and leverage them into a scalable business. Which one do you want? Yeah, I'm with you. I also want to be an authoritative knowledge and leverage that in business, because gone are the days of just posting on Facebook every 5 minutes, buying followers. Please don't do that. They'll shut down your account. That is so not acceptable. Chasing likes, or waiting until everything's perfect, burning out and procrastinating until the last minute. That is definitely not going to help you achieve your goals, because we're in the information age where it's more strategic to be a pro. There is no space nowadays to do things the old way. And more importantly, information changes lives. That's what I do for a living. I change lives with information daily. And if you can offer a solution for someone, you can too. It's just a noble profession where we get to make people aware of solutions to their problems, help them achieve their goals, and focus people's attention on a beneficial opportunity that they would have otherwise overlooked. This will work for you whether you're brand new or a seasoned marketer. However, digital assets need you to decide what makes you an authority on the topic. So you've got to figure it out. Is it that you interviewed 50 billionaires and that's why you know what goes behind the scenes for a billionaire? Is it that you are a billionaire? Is it that you've read all the books? You have a degree in it? Like, what was your personal situation? There's not a cookie cutter way, but you've got to know what makes you an authority. Then you've got to be yourself, all right? You've got to make sure that you are being an original, not a carbon copy of someone else, because that's going to be the key for you to actually be helpful. When you give people clarity on why they're struggling, oh my goodness, your digital assets will convert like crazy. Because look, you can have your program sell themselves. Think about it. You promote them with an ad, and maybe they opt into a webinar or a video series. Either way, they get the awesome webinar, so you're helping people, or they get the awesome video series, and you follow up via email, and that will help you just truly make those automated sales. I mean, could you see yourself doing this? Look, if you're freaking out right now at the idea of presenting, you just got to relax and know that your confidence will come from competence. The more you know what you're doing, the less afraid you'll be, until, honestly, you're just not afraid at all. And so this is just a big tip for those of you who are not showing up for yourselves right now because you're just afraid of being in a position, well, oh my goodness, what if I have to step out of my comfort zone? What if I have to speak, etc.? It's really important that you know it happens to everybody. You just get more confident as you get more competent. And sadly, most people don't even know that there's an actual formula for sharing presentations like a pro. Look at this way. Once you share your presentation, then you follow it up with an awesome strategy so that your programs can sell themselves. You can promote it online, add a ton of value, have a strong call to action, and then even have separate strategies depending on what it is that's happening if you're promoting either a group program or a one-on-one program. The options are amazing for you to make sales in your sleep. You've just got to stick to the formula so that you can go from frustrating one-on-one presentations to leveraging your digital assets. Think about it this way. These awesome people put themselves in a situation where they had to share, right? They shared their authority, their credibility. They were themselves. They weren't a carbon copy of anyone else, and they shared a ton of value. And that allowed them to become an authority in their market. So some people say, well, I'll do this stuff after I'm an authority. Well, that's like telling a fire, I'll give you wood, first give me fire. So what you have to do first is build up that business, build up those assets that will move people. So look at Napoleon Hill. When he started this, was he filthy rich? I don't think so. Yet he's the author of Think and Grow Rich because he shared his story of access. What did people tell him when he asked certain questions? You've got Robert Kiyosaki. He shared his story, his journey, and titled it Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now that makes him an authority on the topic. Gabrielle Bernstein, she used her amazing story to turn it into something positive to serve the world. And so for that reason, all of these people have been able to have a tremendous impact while still being themselves, while still impacting the rest of the world. Don't I know it? I know exactly what it's like to just put myself in a position where I needed to succeed. I needed to show the world what I could do, what all was possible. And so what ended up happening was that, in my business, I needed to work smart. I needed to show up. I needed to truly put myself out there. And I started to do that, and I started to have a ton of success. And so my husband and I were like, great, this is awesome. Let's move to an island. And when we got to this island, oh my goodness, the internet just wasn't what I needed it to be. And I felt so sad. Like, I came this far. I did not come this far to only come this far, I just felt like, my goodness, God has to have a bigger plan for me. And I started to tell myself, well, I know I've got internet access these certain hours of the day. And I started to eliminate every single day tasks that weren't income producing activities. I started to reduce them and to eventually got rid of them. And next thing you know, I doubled my results in half the time. So I know from my own personal experience how essential it is to know what the heck it is that you're doing, how essential it is to work smart and to leverage authority marketing, because you can not only have success, but you can have a much larger impact in less time. And let me tell you, this impact has been tremendous, from always being on my laptop to customers in over 20 countries, from just having my mom and my husband subscribe to my blog to tens of thousands of subscribers from all over the world, and coaching clients in countries I've never even been to. And 75% of my sales come from outside the US for both my e-courses and high-end client services. And I want to share that with you because honestly, if we're in a situation where you're saying, will this work for me? What if I live here? What if I live there? Your location will not change your situation. Your strategy will. What you're doing will. And that's why it is so essential that you work smart, that you leverage authority marketing. I mean, can you see how you too could have a global impact? Could you imagine if your book was being read around the world, if your content was being shared around the world? Oh, amazing, right? And that's why now, to really maximize authority marketing, you've got to leverage funnels. You don't need to be salesy or pushy in order to make sales on autopilot. Just tell your story and share your message. Look, a great asset funnel gives you a place to tell your story, demonstrate your authority, and promote your programs to your ideal clients without you actually having to be online 24/7 yourself. The old way of doing it is just not going to work anymore. Just talking about your program and services without adding any value on the front end, over teaching. Maybe people can't learn from you because they're in a different time zone or a different country. That's not going to be very helpful to them either. Or just being scary, I know people call it salesy, but honestly, I can deal with someone who's salesy. There's some people that are straight up scary. Don't worry, I'm not going to say any names, but they're just, people are afraid. They give you a false sense of scarcity. They're pushy. They're reading boring scripts, and yuck. I don't participate in any of that. I'm not going to do that to my ideal clients. And so what do you do instead? Let me show you a better way. With a converting digital asset, an awesome presentation that converts, you can invest your time in speaking to people who are ideal for your program, not desperately hunting them for, whatever they can do for you. You can double or triple your income online without one-on-one presentations. You can even be the envy of everyone else when they see people lined up to work with you. And then see you actually relax again now that you have eliminated that stress of presenting and selling to people who aren't even listening to you, right? This would give you an attentive audience who wants and needs what you have to offer. And what's really cool, an asset funnel allows you to blend the power of both authority marketing and digital assets to fill up your programs with ideal high-end clients. Think about it. You do market research, you figure out stuff about your audience, especially using audience insights. We can talk more about that another day. You'll create a really great offer, which you'll share in an online workshop. You promote your offer, which is like Christmas for your ideal audience, and you add tons of value so that you can deliver on your promise like a boss. This way, you can fill up your programs while automating the process. Isn't that awesome that you can let digital assets work for you? Well, I know for a fact that persuading people can be difficult or easy. One of the main factors of being effectively persuasive is the offer itself. All right? So let's talk about what's in an amazing offer. You're definitely going to want to write this down. An amazing offer leads to selling without really having to sell. You get to sell at a higher price thanks to the credibility that you already demonstrated from presenting, and you get to attract more business with ease. So, don't we all want that? Absolutely. Second, it keeps getting even better. One of the coolest things about charging a premium is that not only can you be financially independent and have more resources to help your ideal clients, but you also have enough to donate a portion of your sales to charity. Helena had the same experience. She says, I went for a meeting and felt so scared to see the price, afraid they would not want to coach with me. And then I remembered you and all the things you always say. And after I said it, $3,000, the lady was like, okay, no problem. I feel so good and so thankful for all I have learned from you. Then she went home and her husband wants to coach too. I did both for $4,500 as they will share the same weekly coaching session. Thank you so much for all you do. Could you see yourself commanding high-end prices once you know exactly the value of what you offer, you know what to include? Wouldn't that be amazing if you start getting results like this consistently? Well, what's awesome is you can show them the difference. Your friends and your family will notice a difference in you now that you are happy with your work and it's pleasant to you again. So let's look at a specific example. Would an extra 2 to 3 clients a week transform your business? Think about it. Let's say you only get 5 or 6 clients a month. That's you making over $10,000 a month. Would that be something that you would be interested in doing without feeling lonely, frustrated, or isolated? I think so. Now, honestly, this is another opportunity to think about what I mentioned earlier. You don't have to overthink this. Couldn't you see how easy it is to sell your packages with a digital asset, even if you have a tiny audience? I know that there's no shortage of things that you could spend your day doing. So go ahead and avoid those low-income activities that will never reward you continuously in the future like an automated digital asset can. You've got to build a business that supports your dream life, not the other way around. Thankfully, with this simple process, you can invest your time in speaking to people who are ideal for your program and not desperately hunting for them online. You'll double or triple your income online without any one-on-one prospecting presentations, and you'll be the envy of everyone else when they see people line up to work with you. And now you're actually super chill because you're getting the results that you want. Isn't that exciting? Well, as you can see, there are just benefits after benefits to creating your own automated digital asset so that you can be more productive and profitable. And part of that, of course, is people will take you seriously. They'll see why it's worth it to pay you your fees. They'll be so much more excited to work with you because they'll know, all right, this is worth it. It's not just about income to everybody. For a lot of people, it's their time. You wouldn't want to spend 6 months working with a coach and still end up in the same position. You definitely want to know that you're moving forward. And so that's why it's so important that you have these things in place in your business so that you can get the results that you desire. And I know every business is different, but all businesses need customers and good leadership. So if you're like me, you're always looking for just a brand new or even a better way to grow your online business and find a competitive edge in your market. I mean, really, what if this was working for you on a weekly basis? Would getting two $2,000 clients a week be helpful to you? Would it be helpful to you to make $3,994 a week? I'm not talking a month or a year and a lifetime. I'm saying, would it be helpful to you to accomplish this in a week? What would change for you? A lot, right? Well, if you're open to it, I'm happy to help you with it. I can help people, really create a situation where you can follow your passions even while you travel. You can present while you sleep by just being able to help everyone in an automated way. That means that you can multiply the value of your value because it can be available 24/7. Can you imagine that? Like people learning from you, getting inspiration all the time without you burning out. You can also earn an income while you sleep, and also it can be a situation that's very versatile and efficient. What I love is just how many people it's impacted. And so this is beautiful words from my late client, Linda Martin. She says, working with Ilean has been the best. It's as if she couldn't give enough. I'm leaving with knowledge that would have taken me years to do on my own. I'm confident now. So guys, enough of the fumbling around or copying what others are doing, all while hoping it'll work for you somehow. Let me help you accelerate your results just like I did with others who are just like you. Sharon says, I sold one of my biggest packages. She downloaded the ebook, joined the webinar from the list, and then purchased. Wow, nice first Monday of the year. So can you imagine just being able to promote your programs, all right, without having to even talk to people? Is this even real life? Yes, of course it is. So guys, this is your opportunity to truly change lives for a living. Help others bigger and faster with what you want to know and with what they need to learn. Because look, failure is not the opposite of success. It's just part of success. So whatever led you here, you are now here, and you can appreciate the value of learning how to do things the smart way. And I know for a fact that wanting to just genuinely help people has always been good for business. I also learned not to leave success to chance and invested time and money into my education. And that made a huge difference for me. So if you're ready to commit to your success, I want to support you on your journey. I want to help you take your online business to the next level, but I can only help those who want to change something about their current situation. Rosa Parks said, when people made up their minds that they wanted to be free and took action, then there was change. Isn't that powerful? That's what motivates me to let you know, look, there has to be a better way. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. By working with me directly in my Fast Track coaching program, it'll provide you with all of the practical knowledge you need in order to build your online business and work with your dream client immediately. I know that the coaching incubator has worked for entrepreneurs who are coachable, willing to implement what they learn, and have 5 to 10 hours a week to build their business. Now, one of the first things people ask me is, why an incubator? Look, theorize now and monetize later. Nobody wants that, right? You want to make money now and figure out all the details later. You want to do what you're good at and not just be obsessed with how to market it. You want to just get in front of your ideal clients and do what works already. You and your desires are worth it. So it's important for you to put the pieces together quickly and stop spinning your wheels. So by taking action, you can get real-time feedback from an expert who actually practices what she preaches. This program is a really phenomenal way to learn how to become a highly sought-after coach and influencer without being salesy, inauthentic, or a slave to your computer. Look at this awesome, oh my goodness, I just get so excited and riled up looking at this. Yesenia is now a top MLM leader after just 6 months. She got 4,000 new team members, purchased her dream house, received a brand new car from her company, and has now experienced international expansion. Phenomenal results. Jaden says, Ilean, you're so great every day. I make money in my online business and it's because of you. What would change for you in your business if you were making daily sales? Alexandra quit her corporate job. Are you in a life-sucking, draining job that's just not fulfilling you the way it should? Or maybe it's fulfilling you, but you're still drained because it can't compensate you. I know people who are so happy with their jobs at nonprofits or in their industries, but they're just not getting a raise and they need something. And so they try all these side hustles. What ends up happening is that they're just more burned out with even less money. So that didn't happen to Alexandra because she reached out for help. She said, I'm truly, truly glad I decided to enroll in your paid coaching session. I had all those ideas in my mind, but I didn't know how or where to start. You helped me materialize my ideas into goals. Your approach to coaching was not just about professional, but you also helped me make the best decisions and adopt the best approaches for my business. Your coaching style really helped me to go into the right direction. You listened to my questions, developed my online marketing plan, and provided me with my Lady Boss strategy. You guided me through all the steps needed to success and added value into my business. I value your insight and personal attention. Thanks for sharing your expertise with me like a boss. Isn't that exciting? If you see yourself quitting your job, wouldn't that be awesome? Well, Stephanie Lee had phenomenal results. She's had almost 1,000 new members to her membership site. And while I'm speaking to you, I have flowers on my desk she just sent me. She's the best. She's the sweetest. And she says, Ilean Harris, you're such a great coach, inspiring, smart, strong, and professional lady boss. I'm a wife and mother, and you've given me the tools to have it all. Your coaching service, courses, advice, and overall daily content is such a great guide to keep myself on the right direction. With your guidance, I have opened my mind in a huge way, from appreciating my value as a professional to creating smart business decisions that last long term. And yes, I make money in my sleep. Thank you so much for your excellent work, but more than that, for creating a relationship with all of us lady bosses in your network. You're a diamond, lady boss. Isn't that awesome? Could you see yourself experiencing these results and helping people in so many ways? Well, I want to help you just like I help them with their online businesses. So here's what we will cover. In the coaching incubator, big picture, right? You'll learn how to package, position, present, and promote yourself. You'll create an irresistible offer. You'll learn how to stand out from the crowd and 10x your influence. You'll learn how to share your information with the world from the comfort of your home or the pool. And you'll build an international business quickly via automated systems. In this coaching incubator, you'll complete a market analysis and identify your target audience, receive a strategy overhaul, and eliminate overwhelm. Get support in implementing it so you're no longer freaking out or feeling like, hey, who am I to do this? You can just eliminate all those things from your vocabulary. You'll master telling your story. I'll help you define your highest converting offer, and you'll get to create your digital asset with my signature speakers formula so that when you speak, your ideal clients will be listening with an open mind and an open heart so that they will be so much more excited to work with you. I'll help you develop skills to host presentations that sell in any platform, and you'll be supported with the tech and digital structures to protect your digital asset. So let's talk about what we'll cover each week during your coaching sessions. Now, I have to be upfront with you. This might be tweaked a little bit because this is one-on-one coaching. So we do have the freedom to, spend a little bit more time on something if it's your weakness and a little bit less time on something if it's already your strength. But because we haven't spoken yet, I've got to tell you what in general we would uncover together. So the first session will unpack your goals and vision for both your business and life, while also uncovering all those market opportunities that are just going to make you not just popular, but profitable online. And we'll discuss any room for improvement in your business. Unless you're starting from scratch, right? Then there's a lot of room for improvement in your business. So we'll just discuss, where you're going and how to get there. The second session, you'll learn how to conduct market research so that you're competitively pricing your programs and offering the best packages to your clients. On our third session, you'll design a launch plan that works for you so that you can stay on task and start making sales in your sleep in no time. Woo! That's my jam. I just love it when I see my clients' ears perk up and their eyes, just get all wide because they know what's coming, and it's awesome. In our fourth session, you'll develop a brand that you love that will resonate with your ideal clients, and you'll never struggle to explain what you do or who you help again. Over our fifth session, we'll focus on building or maybe even reigniting your programs to offer the best content to help your clients get the most impressive transformations. In our sixth session, so when we're halfway through, you'll methodically set up your system so that you can make sales in your sleep with the most easy to use and effective tech tools. You'll build a digital asset during your seventh week to promote your programs for you so that even while you're traveling the world or sleeping, things are selling. In your eighth week, you'll position your programs to stand out in the marketplace by strategically promoting them with a highly converting sales page. Then we'll focus on your email marketing so you can actually follow up without being annoying and remind your prospects why they wanted to work with you in the first place. On our 10th session, you'll never run out of people to go through your evergreen client funnel by learning how to advertise like a pro. I'll show you how to gain thousands of fans even while you're in the training program by only investing $5 a day. Then when we're getting close to the end, you'll be tired, of speaking to people just to speak to them because everyone's going to be coming to you, all right? So if you want to learn how to never lose an ideal client again because you know exactly how to close them, this is for you. Then in our 12th session, after building your online business structures, you'll be able to set them up so that they can work while you focus on loving on your clients, your family, or maybe doing a little shopping. After these sessions, of course, you'll get step-by-step instructions on how to work with your dream clients and build your online empire. Now, trust me, learning this all by yourself individually would just be a total pain, not to mention ridiculously and outrageously expensive. The DIY method is really costly and time-consuming. Think about it. Would a bride want to bake her own cake if she's not a baker, or would she bring in an expert who can give her wedding guests an awesome dessert? The same way, if you're not used to having the business structures in place, then this would be extremely costly and time-consuming for you. In fact, all those things I told you we would go over in our coaching session over 90 days would take you anywhere from 1 to 2 years of training. All right. And this is 1 to 2 years if you know where to go get it. If you're just stumbling around hoping to find the right instructor that aligns with your values, that is teaching you how to do something you actually want to do, then imagine how much better it would be to do it in 90 days or less. So you'll learn all about project management, building digital assets, sales training, dominating ads, the tech setup. I mean, that alone is over $30,000 in value, years of experience, priceless time you'll never have to waste again chasing down other people. So honestly, I feel like that's just a great start for you to make a 6-figure income as a coach. But I want to make sure that you have everything you need to be successful. I want to make sure that you're ready to go. And so the very first bonus I'm including is a complete online training library that's exclusive to my coaching incubator members. So it's only for my coaching incubator members that they'll learn how to master their money mindset, links to top business resources, mindset of winners, our sales cycles and launch training, social media mastery, Facebook ads, advanced strategies, automated marketing blueprints, how to eliminate self-doubt, and so much more. You'll get all of that for joining, but I want to really sweeten the deal because, that's an awesome $5,000 value, but I thought, hey, what if I included over $15,000 in value and gave you access to all of my e-courses, over 40 hours of training, to have every tool you need in your toolbox to succeed, covering topics such as webinars, social ads, productivity, coaching packages, mindset mastery, and more. That's so amazing. I mean, just with that, you'd be good to go. But there's even more. I want to make sure that I'm helping you with your productivity. And as a coach, I want to make sure that you stay on task. Gone are the days where you're digging through your emails, looking for information, feeling disorganized and flustered. When you join this coaching program, you get your very own personalized VIP area. That means only you will log into this area. You'll get your very own members page where you can access your homework assignments, call recordings, personal book recommendations I give you, templates you may have as needed, and of course, personal notes from me as your coach. And so I think that this is just a phenomenal way for you to stay organized. So anytime you want to watch the recordings of your coaching call, you want to check on your homework, see what homework is coming up next, see what you have behind on or need to catch up on, just like if you were in school, you can stay extremely organized. But that's not all. I want to make sure that you are having zero trouble implementing what it is that you learn. Have you ever joined a program where you're like, thanks for the info, I don't know how to do this stuff? Well, that's why I'm throwing in a done for you sales funnel template. It'll accelerate your success because all you have to do is plug in your information into your funnel template. This will help you avoid the tech headache of starting entirely from scratch on your own. And really, even if you don't have a website, what you really need is a way for your ideal clients to access your digital assets. And a funnel is the best way, as we've talked about today. You can use this template for as many funnels as you'd like. It's yours to keep. All you have to do is add your content and your branding. This is a full funnel. It goes all the way from the beginning, from somebody giving you their name and email, to all the way on the back end. When they go in to pay you, there's an order form, there's a members area, if you wanted to create an e-course. And so it is a full funnel that all you have to do is apply your content, your color schemes, add your pictures, and it will be ready to go. And so that's over $1,000 that now you don't have to invest in the tech support. But that's not all. I want to make sure that your awesome funnel is in the industry's best kept secret. And that's why I'm throwing in a done for you Facebook ad. Let me write your very first ad for you so that you can start promoting your funnel with confidence. I'll be right by your side showing you how to upload it and promote it to your ideal clients. This is over $2,000 in value. And if you wanted to pay me just to run all your ads, there is no way, because I don't have the bandwidth to do it. I can only do this for my coaching clients. So guys, that's over $54,000 in value for priceless opportunity to fast track your success. I mean, 12 weekly 60-minute recorded coaching sessions, complete training library, exclusive, to coaching incubator members. You can't buy this somewhere else. You couldn't even try. It's only for clients. Then the stuff you could buy, you don't have to, because I'm including all of my e-courses so that you have as much access and support to your fingertips as possible. You get a personalized VIP area so you never get lost or overwhelmed again. You get a done for you sales funnel template so that you can fast track your success and not stress about the techie side. And then, of course, you'll have a done for you ad. So after all of this, couldn't you see how it's amazing to learn quickly what would otherwise take you years to learn on your own so that you can experience quantum leaps in your business? Isn't that the best feeling? Here's how it works. You will fill out a form now so that you can meet with me. This isn't a scary form or a scary application. I just want to unpack what it is that you want to accomplish and how. So what's really cool is after you apply, you can actually complete some homework to gain even more clarity. Then after you join the program, you will complete your welcome packet, which is essentially a client questionnaire. And once you answer it, it helps accelerate the process by helping me get to know you so much faster. And when I have all that information as soon as possible, I can create a unique plan for you. Then you'll get a customized plan to meet you where you are and get a competitive edge in your industry. But man, isn't this awesome? You'll also get all those coaching sessions recorded You'll get the full online training library, all the bonuses, and you'll have unlimited access to me via email so that you can get your most pressing questions answered between calls and never again feel alone during the process again. So if that sounds good to you, here's what to do next. You fill out the form and look, I'm only going to take on clients I believe in, people who are coachable and who are willing to invest 5 to 10 hours a week on their work, on their homework. Then you'll get the training that's tailored specifically for you so that you can implement and not be suddenly this top marketing philosopher who's not making any money because you're reading a ton of books and you aren't moving any further. Instead, you'll get the results that you'll desire. So take action immediately so that you can start reaching your ideal clients, building your list, and sharing your message around the world. So if that sounds good to you and you are ready to share this with the world, then you can go ahead and click the blue button that says click here now so that you can schedule your call now to discuss your consistent online sales, your brand, and even more. But this is just a phenomenal way to complete the form, learn how it is that fully learn how you can work with me. And then all you have to do is meet with me for a 30-minute strategy session via Zoom where I can answer all of your questions and learn all about your goals. And so this is a phenomenal way to really, really start on the right track for your success. Because think about it, if not now, then when? When will you go after your dreams? When will you start working smart and getting 2-3 clients a week? I only take on clients that I believe in and that will use these ninja strategies for good. That's part of my guarantee. I don't just work with anybody. That's why I offer complimentary digital asset audits to confirm that your vision is something that I want to partner with. So no matter what you've tried in the past, I will only take you on as a client if I'm confident that I can help you. The rest is up to you to be trustworthy, to take action and show up for the people who need you online. Sandy Martin says, I absolutely love and respect Ilean as a coach and a friend. Her ability to listen to my needs and help me during the transition of my business was priceless. She didn't try to sell me a beginner's course of how-tos or promise me something she couldn't deliver. I know what this looks like from personal experience. She has so much valuable knowledge and she's not afraid to share it. She's genuine and her values aligned right up with mine, so working with her was a no-brainer for me. I appreciate that she practices what she preaches. That, to me, is a true lady boss. This is a phenomenal program where you won't just learn the strategy, but you'll get really phenomenal skills that'll help you confidently on your own, even after the program, continue to grow your online business. I'll show you how to write compelling ad copy that stands out and attracts your ideal clients. I'll demonstrate to you how to structure your programs and packages that your clients will love. I'm going to teach you ninja strategies so that you can price your programs to sell, and I'll break down for you how to sell out your programs online without being pushy or awkward. So, are you ready to understand your market, know how much to charge, know what it is that your ideal clients are looking for, present it in a way that makes sense for them without being annoying, pushy, or salesy, promote yourself consistently so that you know how to do it without being a pressured salesperson, without burning out, without feeling lonely or overextended, and then automating a seamless process so that you can make sales in your sleep. Because look, in the coaching incubator, this is finally a place where you'll no longer be all alone as an entrepreneur. You won't have to just sit there frustrated, wondering why the heck have you been working all these years in your business and you still haven't moved forward like you desire to. Instead, you feel stuck and like, what's the point of even moving forward? Imagine no longer feeling that way. Imagine suddenly being like, wow, I can do this. I know how to do this. People need what I have to offer. This is your opportunity to truly put yourself out there, to truly build out that success. And that's why I'm just so excited to offer you a complete market analysis to help you identify the needs and what it is that you need to know about your target audience. How much are they willing to pay? What is it that's available to them? Then you'll receive a strategy overhaul and eliminate overwhelm. You'll get support in implementing all of these tasks so that you never feel fear and unworthiness. How cool is it that your funnel, you only have to plug in your information? How cool is it that you get help with your Facebook ad? That you get additional hours and hours of training so that if you just ever wanted to log in and review a certain topic, you would have resources. How amazing is it that you'll master telling your story? You'll define your highest converting offer. You'll even get to create your digital asset with my signature speakers formula so that people never have to feel like they have to think about it or talk to their spouse for 5 years before buying from you. And so this way, you'll have the skills to host presentations to sell on any platform, webinars, live stages, social media, live streams, talking over slides, whatever your jam is, you'll know how to do it. You'll be supported with the tech and digital structures to protect your digital asset. Think about it. How cool is it that with your funnel complete, you just have to plug in your information? You've just got to share your awesomeness with the world. I want to share with you my signature system that will help you understand all of the steps taken to reach all the different milestones for you to achieve your goal. So go ahead and click there now and fill out the form. It'll just take you a minute or two to complete it. And after you send it to me, all right, give me at least 24 hours to get back to you because I personally read every single one. I'm not outsourcing it to a sales team or a virtual assistant. This is a part of my business that's very important to me because it is just a very intimate and vulnerable situation when you have a client, As a coach, this is a safe place for you to be yourself, for you to finally get support. We all have friends, but you know what, guys? Like, you need a safe place to go and dream and say, this is how much money I want to make. This is where I am, and know that it's confidential, it's safe, and it's productive as well, because I'm not just there for you to vent. I'm there to show you how to make it happen. And so something like that is essential for the success of someone. And anyone who's tempted to taking their time and doing this, you got to remember that what tempts you about procrastination is comfort and certainty, because as long as you put off that next right step, you will always know what you're doing, even if you're not winning. So, of course, avoiding an undesirable next step gives you some sort of short-term pleasure. That's why people sometimes don't want to try a new fruit or a new vegetable. They'd rather eat a candy bar because they're certain they know what the candy bar will taste like. They don't want to risk a new vegetable. But yet, deep down inside, they know what's good for them. So right now, you've got to stop and think, is it worth the long-term pain of never reaching your goals or living your best life just to right now keep doing the same thing over and over and over again? So let's just review just to make sure that you've got this all covered, what you get. You get 12 weekly one-on-one sessions with me. This isn't some group program where you're jumping up and down, hoping you'll be brave enough to ask your question. These are one-on-one private sessions with me that you can review because you'll get the recording. You get the bonus of the exclusive online training for Coaching Incubator members. You get the Harris Marketing Online Training Library, so all of my e-courses. You get a personalized VIP area so that you stay organized, on task, and it also builds your confidence, right? How cool is it to go look at your personalized area and be like, wow, look at all the homework I've done. Look how far I've come. Listening to the recordings of your coaching sessions. Man, I don't ask those questions anymore. I'm getting it. I'm pushing through my fears. It's a safe space where you can see your progress on your own. You get your done-for-you sales funnel template where you get to just plug in your information, your pictures, your colors. You can make it your own, but you never have to look at your coach and be like, I would do it, but I don't know how. I'm not a techie person. I don't have a website. All those excuses can go down the drain with all the frustration and the loneliness and the aggravation that comes from not having these things, because you would now have all the support that you desire. Then For your 5th bonus, you'll get a done for you Facebook ad. So imagine the help of you have a strategy, you're organized, you create an awesome funnel, and then you know how to promote that funnel. Would you see how if you do your part, success is inevitable? But I'll be real with you. Opportunities won't go away. They simply go to someone else. You've got to make this a priority. Just like you, just like Oprah, just like J-Lo, just like Beyonce. I've only got 24 hours in a day, so there's only so many time slots I have in my coaching business. So it's so essential for you to take action now, for you to say yes to yourself, for you to really put yourself out there. And so for that reason, go ahead and visit ileanharris.com/coaching incubator. Apply now. Meet with me. Let's talk about what your goals are. Then once you join the program, you'll complete your welcome packet. You'll get your market analysis. You'll get these awesome 12 recorded Zoom calls. You'll get the complete online training library, and you'll have unlimited access so that you can get your most pressing questions answered between calls and never feel alone during the process again. Doesn't that sound like exactly what you were looking to achieve? So it's up to you now. Are you ready to be the master of your time and make a larger impact in the world? If so, don't tell me with excitement, tell me with your actions. Fill out the form, because the time has come to just say enough already of all these random marketing campaigns trying to catch the attention that kill your budget and get more people. All they do is tell you they can't afford what you have to offer. It's time to build a digital asset that leverages proven systems to increase your time and your freedom. If you want a purpose-filled career, you want to inspire and support people with your message, you're ready to eliminate busy work and start seeing results, you desire the most complete information available to build a digital asset that fills up your program, and you want to build a business and a life that you love, this is exactly what you've been looking for. It's just up to you again. Are you ready to change and build a digital asset so that your business brings you joy again? If so, maybe it's for you to build your list, 10x your sales, present 20 plus times a day without having to sit at the computer all day. Can you imagine how awesome that is? You'd feel confident about presenting. You'd grow your business no matter what. You always show your best presentation. You can maximize your conversions with a modern and automated follow-up system. Think about it. Isn't that something that would make you feel a lot more confident about being a full-time entrepreneur, because you'd have a customized blueprint for success? So fill out the form now, and let's just have a discussion about what it is that you want to accomplish. You've got to delineate between facts and excuses. People who are struggling and decide to play like an amateur will tell me, I don't have money, I don't have time, I've got kids, I'm too busy. Whereas the winners, my clients, the ones I showed you those testimonials of, the ones that quit their job, had thousands of people in their MLM teams, make daily sales, have so many people in their membership programs, and they have passive residual income, the ones who are more confident, those told me, I will do this because I have kids. I have no choice but to do this because otherwise I'll never get my time back. They said to me, Ilean, I'm committed, I'm coachable. They didn't waste their time arguing with me on why it wasn't possible. They spent all of their time listening, taking notes, and applying what they learned. So if you're ready to draw a line in the sand and say, all right, excuses, I am going to flush you down the toilet, never to worry about you again, and instead I'm going to embrace my new reality, which is success. Unless you do that, there isn't a program in the world that could help you, because intent does not lead to results, action does. So eliminate your frustration, gain support, no more loneliness as a business owner. Woo woo. You get to 10x your confidence and your competence. You just get to feel really good about your business and the plan, and then you can focus on actual income producing activities so that you can work smart to get more results in less time. It'll help you have world-class training at your fingertips. Could you see how that would help you have more success? Now, whatever is holding you back can also motivate you to move forward. Maybe you'll do this because nothing else has worked before and you're ready to finally learn what works. So think about where you are and have a hard look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this where I genuinely want to stay? Because here's what's possible for you. You can have growth so that you can not just be popular, but you can also be profitable. I want you to apply now and take the guesswork out of being a successful business owner. Instead, you can achieve the goals that you desire. So let's review again what you get as we begin to wrap up. You get 12 weekly 60-minute recorded sessions. You get a complete online training library only for Coaching Incubator members. You get the complete Harris Marketing online training library. You get your personalized VIP area. You get your done-for-you sales funnel. And you get your done-for-you Facebook ad. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that exciting? Well, guys, remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. That's why you should benefit from this laser-focused deep dive training that will show you how to build your online business, get clients online, and automate your systems. The truth is that you can have it all. Yes, you. No matter where you come from, who you are, where you live now, what you've been through, it is still available for you. It's just up to you to go for it. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. I am just so thrilled to learn more about what your goals are, what you want to achieve, and how you can do so in the Coaching Incubator. And as promised, here is your printable profit planner to help you map out your weeks for success. So as promised, here is your awesome PDF. So go to ileanharris.com/profit planner. ileanharris.com/profit planner. If you still have any questions that still need to be answered, please either apply for the strategy session and I'll answer all your questions, or email support@ileanharris.com. I can't wait to talk to you soon. And until I do, remember, you can have it all. God bless, guys.